Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of the Tough Questions. Continuing our Ben and Ed run. Looks like he's making sure he's keeping fresh.
Dude, he's funky right now.
I'm sure.
Dude, he's probably so
smelling his
funky.
armpit is not going to help.
He's like,
oh, is that me? Is that rotting flesh coming from me? It's not coming from your armpit.
yeah, that's me.
There you go. Excellent.
Oh man. Oh,
let's do this. What are we doing?
Ed.
Running from blades and stuff?
Dude, we. So I finished the level, the drop down part. I didn't feel like everyone needed to see that, so.
Nope.
Now we are here.
Progress. That's the most important thing.
On the giant blades of.
The giant lawnmower blades.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
With some.
Okay, today's tough question's real introspective.
Okay.
Real tough one.
Uh-oh.
If you could only have one kind of cheese for the rest of your life, which cheese would you pick?
No, I don't. I'm not a big cheese person.
Oh my god, you just became an internet pariah.
Oh man, I'm serious.
You don't like cheese?
Well, I just don't have a preference
bullshit.
of cheese. Munster.
You just have Munster for the rest of your life.
Yeah, that's. I mean, like honestly, like.
All right.
And I've even been to Wisconsin, like where cheese is like a big thing, you know.
Well, cheese is big everywhere. I got news for you, buddy.
Is it really?
Cheese?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Who doesn't like cheese?
Well, me.
Even people who are lactose intolerant love cheese. They act like they don't, but they do.
Oh no.
I'm gonna go with. If I had only one, like I like all kinds of cheeses except for really the moldy cheeses, the funky cheeses. I'm not really a big fan of like blue cheese and gorgonzola and whatnot.
Right.
But I would go with Colby Jack. You know why?
Why?
Because Colby Jack can go with everything. You can put it on tacos. You can put it on eggs. You can put it on sandwiches.
Wait, you can't put Munster on everything?
Sure, but you're gonna get tired of Munster.
But you're not gonna get tired of Kobe Jack?
No, you won't. I've tried it before.
You just ate copious amounts of Kobe Jack?
Yeah, man, that's the classic. If you can only get one kind of cheese, you get that. If you can get several types of cheese, I mean, I'll grab some Swiss up in that. Maybe get some mozzarella for funsies. Mozzarella is so good. Have you ever had fresh mozzarella, like freshly made?
Like where it's, where it's like the ball and it's wet. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but
it's like
well, yes.
chewy.
But if you get mozzarella like right when it's made, so basically you get cheese curds and you kind of like put it in salty water, and you make it when you're forming it into like those mozzarella balls, and it's like it's warm because it has to melt into that. It's like the most delicious thing I've ever tasted in my life. Fresh, like warm mozzarella.
What? Really?
Oh my god! Like I could just eat pounds of it.
Try.
That was a nice try.
I was trying. I just have to wait for the spinning Lincoln logs apparently, and they're taking for goddamn ever.
Yeah, they look like big strips of cardboard because of those little triangles on the edges.
On this side.
Run! Oh. Stop running!
No, I should have known that.
You didn't really use your.
My noggin.
Yeah.
My noggin like this.
Yeah. You want to keep that noggin on.
That
for this.
noggin.
You can't jump far enough. There's sweetmeats down there, bro. Go get them.
Where?
Not down there.
Oh.
Down in front of you. Disney, see him?
Oh, I do.
I wonder if you can get back. How you get back up there? You just have to sacrifice a life.
I think I have to sacrifice. Should I go get the
throw your head down there. Throw your head at him. It'll be like a bowling ball.
Oh, well, then I won't ever get it back. Then I really won't be able to finish the level.
Get him. Jump down there. Whoa, that was a lucky ass jump.
Oh.
Look, there's more sweetmeats down there too.
Oh man, that's
jump.
for all. I don't want the sweetmeats yet. Hold on. I want to finish this level because it takes too goddamn long to just spin around. Look at this. See, there's the goal.
Fast enough for twerking.
Oh my god.
You made it.
I beat the level. Hooray.
And on that note, what are we talking about?
We are talking about this lovely thing called diffusion of responsibility.
Oh.
Did I unlock it? Yeah, number 9. Okay.
Sounds like the name of my biography.
Well, diffusion of responsibility, it's also known as bystander effect. Have you ever heard of that before?
Yes.
Maybe. So it all comes from this little lady named Kitty Genovese. And Kitty Genovese...
Sounds like a cam bot from Twitter.
Kitty Genovese?
Yeah.
What?
She's like, follow me on Instagram if you want to see pictures of my boobs.
Hold on. What am I doing?
Getting sweetmeats. You just ran right past him, dude.
Dude, I don't...
There's the end. I see him.
Should I just go over there?
I don't know. Oh, laser beams.
Oh, okay. All right. So Kitty Genovese in 1964 was stabbed outside of her apartment. I believe it was in New York. It was in a pretty big city. She was stabbed 40 times, man. No. She was stabbed. Yeah, she was stabbed like 30 something times. I gotta wait for the light. She was stabbed a lot of times, and from the part or the place that she was stabbed at or murdered at, she was raped and murdered. Like they said, around 37 to 38 people, so close to 40 people, saw her being raped and murdered. I want it so bad. And did not call the police or try and assist or anything of that nature. And so that's kind of...
That's bonkers.
Dude, it's gnarly, isn't it? It's...
I mean, like, everyone's aware of that type of shit, but it's still fucking mind-blowing.
That... Oh, well, it blows my mind because think about
Because some people step in the way when, like, some really dumb, nonchalant shit is happening. But then you got 40 people watching, like, an actual problem that just are standing around.
Right. And this was like a brutal...
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you'll see, like, a mom yelling at her kid in the grocery store, and people will be like, hey, that's not how you do parenting correctly. Right. They'll step in the way for some real horse shit. But then when somebody's getting murdered, they're like, oh, my God, this is too much for me.
Right. And so so the idea comes from, damn it. The idea comes from, like, the more people that are watching an instance or watching an event, the less responsibility people or others will take for that. Which is really interesting, you know, like that's why when there's an emergency or anything of that, I didn't see it. It's not fair. It's dark. You have to like point at somebody. So if you're ever in an accident or you see somebody, dude, I know, you have to specifically point at them and be like, get help or call 911. Because they ain't gonna do it. Because if there's more than
if you just say call 911, no one's gonna do it.
Even if there's like one other person there, like they totally just, I don't know. They just lose that sense of.
But it's not even like so. It's not even with like traumatic events.
Mm-mm.
Like when you're like, for example, when I'm at work and I'm working in the kitchen and there's food ready to go. And none of the servers are grabbing it. You can't just say, I need someone to grab this. Because nobody will. You have to say somebody's name. Mark, come grab this. Because then you just gave him specific responsibility. And that's the only way sometimes things will get done. And same with like group work. If everyone's got group work and no one's got specific responsibilities, no one's going to do anything. They're going to assume that someone else is just going to do it. So you have to specifically assign things to people.
Right. And so bystander effect. Have you seen what this is?
What do you mean?
Like it.
Oh, you had to memorize?
It glows and I can't see.
Oh, you don't have to memorize. The next one pops up. You just can't go very fast. Although one of those lawnmower blades is just gonna chop you.
Right. There's something here. It's Ben and Ed. But risk-taking behavior is more associated with people that partake in diffusion of responsibility or bystander effect, which is understandable, you know, like you're more likely to do a deviant act or a criminal act if you dude, this is bonkers, if other people are there, you know, because then the responsibility is diffused. Oh wait, which way do I go?
I mean, I guess, but there's like some. Well, you're not talking about like talking about like peer pressure though, are you? You're talking about if there's like a group of random strangers and say maybe they're rioting or something.
Yeah, right.
Because if you're with a group of your friends and they're doing something bad, of course you're gonna join in. It's not because of bystander effect.
No, but I'm more or less saying that like damn it.
Goodbye.
You're more likely to do those things because you're not solely doing it. Just like, you know, think about it. You're more likely to rob somebody if there's multiple people robbing them, because then you don't feel as guilty or as responsible, you know.
More likely to take place in the race wars, not the race wars.
Well, I was like, like Fast and the Furious race wars.
Yeah, like drag racing. If there's a whole group of people, and not if there's just two people. Although, if you have a fast car and you like to race people, you're probably gonna do it anyway.
Yeah, no.
Point being, though, you're more comfortable when there's a whole slew of people doing it. Because when the cops come, they just tell you to leave. It's like when we were skateboarding as kids, and you're skateboarding somewhere you're not supposed to skateboard. You're less afraid of getting in trouble when there's like, 40 people at the spot, because when the cops come, they're just going to chase you off. They're not going to try and arrest you.
Right.
Which sounds ridiculous, but they would threaten you with that stuff.
Whoa!
Just for skateboarding somewhere.
Jeez. So, I've had 2 instances. I got to go with the light. I've had 2 instances of this that I've seen specifically in my life. So, I've had a motorcycle accident before. We've talked about it on the show. But I remember after the motorcycle crash, I was laying there. I can't get these sweet beats, baby.
It's because you keep running past them.
I remember laying on the ground after my motorcycle accident, just kind of in shock, figuring out life, what the hell was going on. Oh, now you're gonna make me jump into it. And I remember like there was like 8 people above me, and they were all just staring at me. Just staring at me, like hyperventilating on the ground. And it wasn't until this one person
was
like,
this jackass on the motorcycle just wrecked.
Hey, we've already talked about this. I was, oh no, it made me run back the other way. I was not, God damn it. I was not riding irresponsibly or like a jackass or swerving in and out of lanes or anything.
That particular moment.
God damn it, Gareth, you make me seem like such an asshole. But yeah, it wasn't until somebody was like, you call the police. And I was like looking around, and this person like tapped somebody on the shoulder, and they're like, you have a phone out right now, call the police. And of course I'm thinking,
he's like, I'm busy taking pictures of this.
I know, right?
I'm not gonna call
Do you see the giant gash on this guy's
Look
shin?
at all the blood. I can't risk all this time taking pictures.
Oh man.
Call the police.
But yeah, that happened. And then also when I was a camp counselor, there was gotta run forward and then run back. Run forward and then back. But when I was a camp counselor, there was this kid that jumped to a tree once, and he when he jumped to the tree, he like swung out, and he put his arms down to kind of brace himself, and he broke like both bones in his wrists, and everyone was just standing around because there's just so much blood. There was so much blood, and like he was just screaming, and the bone was sticking out. And I was just like, what is going on? And so this woman came running up, and she was like, you call the police, you take off your shirt, all this such. But everyone was just dumbfounded by what was going on. They were like, I can't believe this. There's just so much blood.
Y'all want to hear a cool story about that? About how I would respond in that?
Oh, do it.
So I used to work at a strip club as a cook. Funny story, for a couple years. And of course, I can probably tell you thousands of stories.
But
one time, this guy was super angry. He got kicked out. He was drunk. He was being an asswipe. And he came back with a gun. And I was inside with one of the managers. And I was just doing some business, getting my tips and all that stuff. And I hear on the radio, he's like, shots fired. Someone come outside. Come outside. So everyone runs outside. And I run out with them. And as soon as we get outside, we hear bang, bang, and we're like, oh, my God. And like everyone's like ducking. And one of the bouncers is grabbing another one. He's like pulling him out of the way because he had got shot. And everyone's like, oh, my God, he's shot. Jesse shot. And I was like, and the first thing I did was I was wearing 2 shirts at the time. I had an undershirt on, and I ripped off the first shirt, and I was just ready to. I was gonna tie it around whatever had got shot. Yeah. Like that was my first. I was like, we need to save him. He's dying. We need to save him. But then they like ripped his like sleeve open, but it was like bird pellet, and so like there's little spots of blood and everything. And so like he was bleeding, but he wasn't like shot. He got blasted, and it was painful for him. But it wasn't life threatening.
It was a pellet.
But the first thing that I did was try and administer first aid. You know what I mean? I wasn't like, what do we do?
We gotta put
Everyone
pressure.
else is like, oh my God. And I was like, let's take care of this. We need to take care of this. So in case you're ever in a crazy situation, just know.
Tear off some t-shirt.
I'll be thinking about what to do correctly.
Because I've already thought about it in my brain numerous times. Damn it!
Well, I just think it comes natural to me. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm always like, we need to figure out what's going on type of person.
You won't have the diffusion of responsibility. Don't dive.
Nope. I saw an old lady fall one time, like straight out of her shoes when I was in New York, and we were just walking. There's people
I don't mean
too.
I don't mean to laugh at that.
No, like I mean, it's kind of funny because there's like a bell curve on like how funny it is how old you are when you fall.
This is like when
children, like babies are really funny, and then like teenagers are not as funny, but still kind of funny. And then when you get older, it's funny again. But this lady like straight fell, boom, and there's people everywhere, and they're just like walking by. And I was like, oh my God. And I like help pick her up. But it's like, I'm doing that. A couple other people come running over, and I was going to work. So I just kind of like let them take care of it. But like everyone was just like walking by, and I was like, "Oh my god, I need help!" It's like, yeah. She just straight like face planted out of her shoes. Her shoes didn't even move. It was the weirdest thing. I swear they were just there on the sidewalk. I've seen some weird shit in my day. I think it's safe to say.
I've seen some things. Oh man, but funny things. People falling. That's always no. Yeah. Apparently, I can go in the darkness on this one.
Well, yeah.
Right. I think I'm gonna
You're
fish.
Get shot by a laser if you try that. Run, make a run for it.
No.
Oh no.
I got it. Okay.
That would have been
all right.
hilarious.
Well, with that one. Oh, damn it. Well, like and comment if you enjoy what we're talking about. Do the same thing if you don't enjoy what we're talking about, because we care what you think.
Yes, and continue commenting if you want to see us play any particular game or if you want to hear us talk about anything in particular.
Come back for more questions.
See ya.
Bye.